Life insurance policies can be daunting and mistakes can be costly, but there are some common ones you can easily avoid. Joining us today, we have attorney and legal expert Danielle Mayoras with us. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Important topic. Okay, so we talked about common mistakes that are easy to prevent. Emphasis on the word easy.
Yes,
First and
absolutely.
foremost, what's the biggest mistake?
You got to get it.
Okay,
You have to have life
much.
insurance, because if you don't, it's a really big mistake. And it's always surprising because people insure their cars and they insure their home, but oftentimes they forget to take care of the life insurance.
And if the unthinkable happens, or, it's a big regret for a lot of people. What about not having enough of it, or simply relying on that kind of base minimum employer policy?
That's a big mistake that I see. A lot of times when clients come in and we're talking about their assets, they don't have enough life insurance, or they're relying, like you said, on that employer policy, which may not be there if they're terminated or they go on to another job. So I think it's really important for people to stop and think, if something happened to me tomorrow, would I have enough to take care of my family?
I know, just speaking from experience, I've had loved ones forget to stay on top of beneficiaries. Let's say, it's one of your first couple of jobs, you're putting a sibling or a parent, but then you get married. I mean, how often should you be circling back and make sure you're staying on top of who you want your beneficiaries to be?
That's a great question. I would say every couple of years, but anytime there's a life event, you mentioned getting married, getting divorced, there could be someone you have on that passed away. So with any life event, it's really important to take another look at those.
The importance of staying on top of that, how difficult is it if you don't? Let's say you have a beneficiary listed, that person passes away before you do. Is it just a ton of work to undo that and to reroute money after the fact?
It can be complicated. If you name someone that's passed away as a beneficiary, then the life insurance policy may not go on to who you want it to go on to. So it's very important to take a look at those. And also, some people make the mistake of not naming any beneficiaries at all. And so when you don't do that, it goes through the court system because it goes through your estate.
Which just slows down everything significantly.
It's expensive, it's time consuming, but the key always is, when you have life insurance, the purpose is so it goes on to your loved ones. And if you don't do some of these beneficiary designations the right way, it doesn't go on to who you want, how you want.
What about the trust component of this?
Yeah, so a lot of times people do a revocable living trust, which I'm a big advocate of as an estate planning attorney, to pass on your assets. And the trust takes care of a lot of what ifs that you may have. So the key is, if you have a trust, chances are you're going to want to name the beneficiary of the life insurance policy as your revocable living trust, so all those what ifs are taken care of, especially if you're leaving money to young children, because you don't want them getting all that money in a lump sum at age 18. At least I wouldn't want that.
Absolutely. I don't think most people would. Okay, if people couldn't jot down fast enough or put a little note in their phone, where can people find you, get more reliable information?
Thank you for asking. They can find us at brmmlaw.com.
Perfect. All right, Danielle, thank you so much.
Appreciate